Hey guys, Chad at Spire Racing Heads. Hey, I've talked about this head before. I've got some videos, probably a 10-year-old video on it, but I just thought I would refresh it, talk about it another day. So this is my v3.00PF. Basically, I've said it before, I name all my heads by the minimum. So like the V2.5, I have 2.5. Minimum cross section 2.7, 2.7, so on and so forth. This right here is the 39th one of this batch. So thought we'd go over it a little bit. This is probably, right now, I've got something bigger. I haven't got it done yet, but this is the biggest head that I offer. Makes plenty of power. It's got 3.12 cross section at the front, so it requires a 550 thousandths offset. The actual area is 1420 by 2270. It's 330 thousandths off deck. It's not a raised runner. I don't care what anybody says. It's not. The reason what makes it not a raised runner is the floor and the short side is still taller than the opening. It is not a raised runner. Period. Done. Stop. Okay. Got that out of the way. You can see the floor vane. A lot of people ask me. Simple terms. When you have a really wide floor, really wide bowl, something like that, you can get those to work. Helps put the fuel back into the airstream. Make sense? It should. It's a way to basically tune both sides of the fuel curve and flow curve. It'll help you bring back your low because you've got the short side so low to make it high. Enough of that. Over. So this is my dedicated casting. It's the one that I get made for me. You can see it has just very little. So it needs a 550 offset rocker. It's got the drain backs. Spring cups have been raised so I can get the area. Let's go to the deck. So right now, man, let's go this way first. So it has a 1980 throat, which is 92% of a 2150 valve. Okay? You take the valve stem out of it, hair over 90.8, right at 91% by the time it's blended. Perfect. The bowl is absolutely huge. 2.220 wide. Let me say that again. 2.220 wide. Try to do that in any other casting. It's almost impossible. Get your side of the short side. Short side. She is wide. It's very wide. It's proper. You can see here, this is a 7-degree taper for nitrous. Okay. Typical chamber. This is actually a concave. Has to be with not a very shallow. 23 degrees is not a shallow head. So basically, you got to dig this out because when the valve is open, you need X amount of area from the margin of the valve to the chamber for the flow. Make sense? So if you have this true convex, like a 10 degree, 13 degree, you would never have the area. That's why you can't do it in a cylinder head like this. Okay. This is actually my nitrous head, obviously, with the softening. I've done some softening for NA stuff. There's the exhaust port. It is actually standard height since we use a dedicated casting. So when we go, because it's a porter's core, I can put it wherever I want. It's at standard height. Flows good air, I mean, obviously. So the head flows, this head will flow 345 at 7, and then the 350 at 8, and it goes all the way to an inch. Okay, so this thing's made 880, 870, 880 on 434 plus NAs. It's one in the 70s NA with a kit. It's just a really, really good head. It's not just a big hole. I mean, it still has plenty of velocity. It's just really worked. It's never let me down. What else? Got a nice thick deck, 500 thousandths. I know some of them claim to be thicker. Never understood where they're measuring them. This one's 500. Plenty good. Profiler on the end. Profiler on the end. So, just thought I'd take a little time to show you. It's my favorite casting. It's the one I had them do for me. You can do things with this casting that it's not able to do with other stuff. So, thanks for looking. Appreciate each and every one of you. Talk to you soon.